and Information Technology, Government of Telangana. We cordially invite you, sir, for this excellent event that we are holding today. And I cordially invite the highly accomplished celebrities present here, all the distinction holders of our society, members of TPS, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, belated best wishes to all women members. It is said that behind every successful man there is a woman, and this is obvious. Perhaps we would not have been in the midst of more than 150 pictures, exceptional and outstanding images of our men members without their inspiration and cooperation. The journey of photography in our society started way back in 1957 in the name of Andhra Pradesh Royal Photographic Society London and the Federation International de l'Art Photographic France. These photographs were the outcome of their unending efforts for the last 30 years. Your experience is a source of inspiration for the rest of our members. I request members who already have stock images of
It's our pleasure to have people who traveled from Vijayawada and other places also just to be with us today. Thank you, sir, and thank you for congratulations to all the wonderful photographers whose work we've been able to put up over here. And I would like to say that the objective of this particular exhibition from Telangana Photographic Society is for people to watch pictures, because nobody still knows that such photography is happening in our city, our state. And I'd like people to know that such photography, such eminent, such top quality photography is happening, it is thriving, the body is doing very well. And we'd like to get as many people as possible involved in this particular hobby or profession or passion or whatever you may call it. And that's the reason why this particular exhibition is being held. And I'd like to let you all know that this exhibition is going to be conducted in many different places. The same exhibition is going to be moving venues. And before we come up with the next thing, which is coming up pretty much in pretty early in June, next big one that is. And I don't want to say anything too much, but I want to thank all the volunteers who stood by me and helped me in putting up these things. Framing the pictures and putting up all the work. And I owe you all the youngsters. Thank you very much. And I wish all of you very happy, successful shooting. And I'm not going to be complimenting the women over here. They're already well complimented by Sharma. So we shall take it forward to the next part of the meeting.
and I request Sri Jayesh Ranjan Garu to speak few words.
Let me first of all congratulate Telangana Photographic Society for putting together such a marvelous, such a enthralling kind of an exhibition. I have seen each and every picture which is on display, and there are many which have touched my heart. I really appreciate the composition, the skill, the camera work behind all of these photographs which have been put here. And in the past I have been fortunate to visit other exhibitions in other parts of the world, in other galleries, and I find that every piece of work which has been put up here is as good, equally comparable to some of the best we get to see elsewhere. So congratulations to all the masters, to all the maestros. But we all know, all of us know that these days everyone is a photographer. But we also know that there is lots of art and science behind photography. While everyone is a photographer, 99% of them are bad photographers. And it is only the very few who know what is the art, what is the science. Lots of people don't know anything about composition. They randomly click here and there. And it is our, in some ways, a responsibility to refine such people, guide them about what is the meaning of composition. What is, I have many pictures. I commented also when I was walking around that the photographer would have waited so patiently for the right moment to make that judgment. So how do you come to that judgment? How do you exercise that judgment? And of course, equipment to everyone its own. There are some of the costliest equipment also. Mobile phone is also an equipment. So I'm not commenting about the caliber of the equipment, but composition particularly. And the way it's like a painter. The painter has an imagination in his mind that is reflected on the canvas. Similarly to the photographer also. There are so many pictures here where you just feel amazed at the way the imagination and the interpretation has come into on that screen. So this is something which we need to teach younger people or random kind of photographers who keep clicking here and there. And the fact that so much of award winning, distinction holding richness is there amongst the society. The society should be best placed to really conduct master classes, hold more exhibitions, hold more such shows. There are, of course, as many of you would be aware, there are bigger platforms now available in our city. So, for example, the India Photography Festival is now happening in Hyderabad year after year. In fact, today morning only, the organizer spoke to me. He's in Australia, but he made a long distance call and he was telling me that he has frozen the dates in November and he wanted to take some guidance on how to organize it. So big things are happening. There's another alternate photography event. I don't recall how the event is spelled completely, but informally they call it PEP. So the organizers of PEP also are in touch with us. They also want to bring that event. They have done one edition in Bombay, but they feel that they need to take it to other parts of the country as well. So lots of good platforms are there. Online platforms are always there. And I was just showing some people. There are only 2 people I follow on Instagram. I mean, there's a temptation to follow hundreds of people. But I follow only 2. One is Nat Geo, one is Earthpix. I don't follow anyone else. I am followed by lots of people. And I follow these 2, Nat Geo and Earthpix, only for the images that I receive from them. And every day, whenever I get a new notification that Nat Geo has posted something, or Earthpix has posted something, however busy I am, I try to take a look at what has been posted. And of course, I use of our opportunities, our presence. And as I said, please collaborate with us as much as possible. We'll be very happy to publicize, take your word, take your work far and wide. And while definitely the level of talent we have in Hyderabad is much more, but it is also our responsibility to encourage people in other towns and cities also. So that again is a step in the right direction. So my congratulations, and I'm also eagerly waiting for the other big exhibition that you are planning to host in June, and hopefully many more to come in times to come. So congratulations once again. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
What they are teaching it, and without knowing even the basics of photography. So we are planning now in our society to streamline all these basic issues and aiming at making them learn the art of photography right from the letter A. So we are going ahead, sir, with your advice. Thank you very much. And I request Sri Jayesh Ranjan Garu to honor the distinction holders with the mementos.